Hey guys, it's Scott from Let's Play Easy Mode, and today we are going to be doing a huge channel update talking about the future of the channel and what you can expect to see on the channel because we have an incredible lineup of games coming to Let's Play Easy Mode. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're new here, then welcome to the channel. And if you're one of our regulars, then welcome back. This is just something I haven't done in a while, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what you can expect coming up. You know, we're getting ready to kind of hit not a reset, but kind of like a reset to Let's Play Easy Mode, as two of these franchises that we've been working on for a while on the channel are really coming to an end, and we're getting ready to hit a reset point where it's going to be time to start taking on a whole new list of games. And I'm really excited about this because as much as I've been enjoying the games that we have been playing, I'm actually really excited to kind of move on to some other titles and be able to experience some other blind playthroughs on the channel as well. So currently right now, we have been in the world of Halo for a very long time. We've played all the Halo games leading up to Halo Infinite, and as of this moment, the very first episode of the Halo Infinite series is up on Patreon, and this is going to be closing out really the final chapter. Our Halo journey is going to be ending with Halo Infinite until, you know, they eventually come out with another Halo game, which then of course I'll be doing my usual thing where I'm waiting for all of you guys to play it first anyway. So it's probably going to be a really long time, if ever again I ever get the opportunity to play another Halo game. So I'm excited to see this journey come to the end. I'm excited to see how the story is going to end. But that said, we're almost done with Halo. Now, at the same time, you know, obviously, one of the biggest games, if not still the biggest game on the channel, as far as the channel's history goes, is Breath of the Wild. And after we finished Breath of the Wild, right towards the end of it, we finished that game like a few days before the release of Tears of the Kingdom, and I did that so all of you guys could finish watching my playthrough and then go enjoy Tears of the Kingdom basically without me, and to be able to get used to Tears of the Kingdom, to play it for yourselves so that I wouldn't be spoiling it for everybody. And I have been waiting since May. I mean, as of the recording of this video, it's like we're getting into like close to like mid-November, and I've been waiting since May to play this game like with bated breath. I have been so excited to play Tears of the Kingdom, but I didn't want to play it without you guys. I didn't want you guys to not feel like you could tune into the channel and watch it. And since then, we have been kind of staying in that Nintendo lane a little bit, thanks to our awesome community member, Chipmunky, who sent in a bunch of games. We've actually been playing those games ever since Breath of the Wild ended. We played Hyrule Warriors to continue getting a deeper story with that. We have played Super Mario Odyssey. And on Wednesday nights on Patreon, we've been playing Link's Awakening, where he's on the island. But recently, the game that we've been playing in preparation for Tears of the Kingdom has been Skyward Sword, and that's where I need to pause for a moment and talk to the community about Skyward Sword. As of the recording of this channel update, the final episodes of Skyward Sword have not come out to the main channel, but they are up on Patreon. And some of you who hear me say that may sit back and go, whoa, dude, you had like 30 hours of gameplay left. Why, how in the world are you that far ahead? Don't worry, we're not like 30 episodes ahead on Skyward Sword. But if you've been following the series, then you know that there have been some things with that game that I have really struggled with, specifically the controls. And I will tell you, as you will see over the next few episodes of that playthrough, that the playthrough started to turn into something that I was kind of ashamed of. The playthrough turned into something that I wasn't proud of, something that I never really wanted to get into on the channel. Now, it wasn't like I rage quit the game. You guys know me well enough. That's not the kind of person I want to be. But at the same time, I found that while I would completely give the rating of the story a perfect 10. I love Skyward Sword's story immensely, and that's been the thing that's kept me going back to it. But every single time I play it, I myself have had personal struggles with whether it be with the Pro Controller or whether it be with the actual motion controls. I have really lacked the happiness and joy that other people have with this game. It's really kind of sucked the joy out of the experience with my difficulty as far as the controls go. And we've hit this point now where if I'm being honest, once I realized just how long the game still is, even as I've been trying to get better at these motion controls, I haven't. And even with charged, Switch Joy-Cons, I've still struggled with keeping it aligned, and there's just certain aspects of it that are very frustrating. Now, I know a lot of you guys in the community have not had that experience, and a lot of you guys in the community have had that experience. So many of you guys have encouraged me along the way, like, hey, you're getting better, you can do it, if I can do it, you can do it. And a lot of you guys have said, no, I quit playing this game because the controls drove me nuts. And honestly, I think I've totally fallen actually on that side of things. And it's really a shame because I have thoroughly enjoyed the story and the characters. It's the idea that this game was the first one in chronological order just absolutely made me so excited to play it. And I still love the story of Skyward Sword. But what I felt was starting to happen was that my lack of joy was coming through on the videos, and that's not what I want to do here. I love to try to encourage people. I love to try to bring a positive attitude in my videos towards games. This is a game appreciation channel, and if you don't appreciate the game you're playing, I kind of feel like, what's the purpose? And so what's happened is I have been progressively getting more and more frustrated with Skyward Sword, and that's just a frustration partly with the game and partly with my own lack of ability to play it. So what I have decided to do, and what I did do, was I stepped back from Skyward Sword so that I could put my energy into games I'm really excited to play. And what I did was I ended the series still with a reaction to the cutscenes and the lore and story of Skyward Sword. So I didn't miss any of the story, and actually by doing that, it has gotten me incredibly excited to move on to Tears of the Kingdom. So with that said, I have been going through kind of a lineup of games that I was actually surprised how many large titles there are out there that I've never experienced that I really would like to experience with you guys. And I've been compiling a list of games as far as where we're going to go with the channel based on not only my own interests, but also just by reading through the comments over the last year and a half, different games that you guys have mentioned. And don't let this stop you. Please, in the comments down below, if there are other games that I haven't mentioned, please let me know some titles that you think would be good for this channel. You guys know I love story games. I love single player campaigns and story driven games with a great narrative, and I would love to experience that with you guys. So first on the list, obviously the big one, is that I'm still going to hold to my word, but I'm gonna put it in your hands now. We have a choice. Are we going to play Tears of the Kingdom, or are we going to play Ocarina of Time? I will tell you that I think either one is going to be a real winner, and I plan on playing both no matter what. That said, this game over here, this game has been staring me down ever since I put it on the table, and I can't tell you how much joy I feel like I'm gonna have finally putting other stuff aside and just finally getting the Tears of the Kingdom. I can't wait to get back into the Hyrule that I first fell in love with, the Hyrule from Breath of the Wild, and the idea that this isn't a different Link and Zelda in another age, but this is still the actual sequel to that game. absolutely makes me so overjoyed that I want to play it, because Breath of the Wild is, for everything I just said about Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild is probably in my top 3 now video games of all time that I've ever played. I love that game. It means something not only because it's such a great game, but also sentimentally to me. When it comes to meeting you guys, so many of you in the community, and the idea that we could move on to Tears of the Kingdom really excites me. It has been some time now, and I have been getting some feelers from the community, a lot of feelers and a lot of comments and a lot of people telling me on the side that they are ready, that they're either have already beaten the game or that they're just so far along, you know, into their playthrough of it now, 6 months in, that they don't think that me starting the game would spoil anything for them, and so they would enjoy going on that ride with me. So coming up after this update, once this update gets out and you guys have watched it, I am going to be putting a poll out, and it's the poll that I've been talking about for a while, and it's going to be a poll for the community to vote on. Do you need more time, or is it time to finally play Tears of the Kingdom? And you guys are going to vote on which Zelda game we play next. Is it Tears of the Kingdom or Ocarina of Time? Now, if you guys vote on Ocarina of Time, I'm totally going to honor that, and I'm going to do that with joy. I'm very excited to experience Ocarina of Time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be doing it on my brand new 3DS that was sent in from Chief-Monkey. I've already got it set up, and it's ready to go. So we can capture this as well, and we are actually going to be using this a lot to capture some 3DS games and Nintendo games. Some of them I didn't even realize existed, and then I saw that what was available, and I'm like, oh my word, I want to play that, and I want to play this, and I want to play that. The menu is just so big. And so anyway, I'm going to be posting that poll for you guys so you can vote. Are we going to play Tears of the Kingdom now, or are we going to wait, give it a little bit longer, and play Ocarina of Time? Now, that said, we're also getting ready to finish up Halo. And what I really want to do is I want to get to a point where the games that we've been playing on the channel are done. This week, I'm actually going to be picking things back up again with Half-Life Alyx. I'm going to have to do it sitting down. I don't really have a place in the new easy mode room to stand up the way I used to with the VR. So I'll be playing that game sitting down with the VR. But I will be pulling the VR back out, and we are going to finish Half-Life Alyx. That said, we're also going to be finishing up Link's Awakening on Wednesday nights, actually relatively soon. And besides that, we're also going to be finishing up Kena Bridge of Spirits. As some of you guys know, we've had some tech issues on the live streams lately, and while that's still getting done, I've actually considered the idea of just doing a few pre-recorded videos of Kena as well to continue that series to get it to the point where we can finish it. We're also getting ready on Patreon for you patrons to start another exclusive game. I have put a poll out for the patrons. The patrons have voted. There's only a couple of days left on that poll. But as of right now, the game that seems to be winning is the game Heavy Rain by the developer Quantic Dream, which I'm really excited to get into. We played Beyond Two Souls and Detroit Become Human, and those were two of my favorite games I've ever played on this channel. They were amazing story, choice-based games, and I really, really enjoyed them, and I'm excited to see this older title from Quantic Dream, and we're going to be starting that this week on Patreon as well. Now, that said, I'm trying to get all of these franchises, all of these games caught up, because coming up at the end of November, beginning of December, my family is going to be taking a 2-week vacation, as we're going to be going back to our old home in Maine and having a little bit of Christmas and holiday celebration with our families and our friends up there, which we're really excited about. And then I'm going to be coming back, and I will be back here at Easy Mode. I was gonna almost call it Easy Mode Studios, but Easy Mode Room in mid-December to pick things back up. So my goal is throughout the month of November to finish everything that we've got going. We're gonna hopefully finish Halo Infinite. We're gonna finish Kena Bridge of Spirits. We're gonna finish Link's Awakening and get things set up for a totally new, fresh batch of games to dive into. And I just really quickly want to give you guys a lineup of what you can expect on Let's Play Easy Mode. So besides Tears of the Kingdom and Ocarina of Time, which those are guaranteed to be one of the next games, and based on what the community has said, it actually wouldn't surprise me if it's Tears of the Kingdom, but there are a few other big franchises that I have always wanted to try and I've never really gotten the chance to play. And so one of those, we are going to be following up Halo Infinite with the game Gears of War. I've not really experienced, I've kind of looked over people's shoulders a little bit, but I don't know much about it. And I'm really excited to get into this with you guys. We're going to be playing Gears of War, probably the remastered game or whatever that came out on Xbox One. And then we'll see how that goes. I know there's a lot of Gears of War games. I don't know which ones are good and which ones are not. But we're going to go ahead and kick it in with the first Gears of War. Also, a lot of you guys have asked this over the last year and a half. Since we played Fallout New Vegas, so many people over the last year have asked for Fallout 3, and I'm excited to tell you that Fallout 3 is on the list of games to play coming up on this upcoming lineup. Another game based on its popularity that I've never played, that I really want to play, and also because of my history now with Halo, and really kind of seeing what Bungie can do, is I really want to try the game Destiny 2. Now, I've never played either Destiny, but I've been told that you just go to the second one. That's the one to play. I guess that's the one that has a campaign to play. So I am looking at diving into the world of Destiny 2 on top of things as well. And then also we're going to be looking at playing for the PlayStation, the PS5. We're going to be diving into the world of Control, which I am super excited about because it just looks like X-Files meets like Dark Phoenix from X-Men. X-Files meets X-Men. Like, it just, from what I've heard about it, it looks amazing. I have seen other people play it. I've experienced a little bit of it, but I really want to get into the full story of it and check that out with you guys. So we're going to be diving into the game Control. And recently it was requested in the comments, and I'm going to kind of ask you guys what your thoughts are on it. You guys know that I am a gigantic Star Wars fan. I talk about it all the time. And before I did this channel, you know, one game I played a couple of times I really enjoyed was Fallen Order. But I've had my eye on Jedi Survivor for so long, but because I do Let's Play Easy Mode, there's only so much time in my life. I'm a dad, I'm a husband, I'm a full-time recording artist. You know, I only have so much time to play games, and so usually when I play games, it's only for the channel. Which means, like, before the channel, if I wasn't doing this, I probably would have gotten Jedi Survivor on day 1 and had it beaten by like day 4 or 5, because I love that game. I love that first one, and I've never really had a chance to play Jedi Survivor, so that is on my hit list as well. I would love, as a Star Wars fan who's never had a chance to experience that game, I would love to play that game on the PS5 and get that experience and share it with you guys as well. I'd be curious what your thoughts are on that as well. So that's the current lineup as it stands over the next few months. As we are going to be playing either Tears of the Kingdom and Ocarina of Time, one of those two first, and then the other one. We're going to be playing Fallout 3, Gears of War, Destiny 2, and we're going to be playing Control and Jedi Survivor, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Now, obviously, we're not going to be playing all those games at the same time, and so I have a feeling we're going to be, that's kind of a lineup that's probably going to be taking us for the next several months, probably 4, 5, 6 months out. But I would be curious to hear what you guys think about that lineup, and I would be curious to hear any other titles that you guys would recommend. I mean, there's a lot of games I've played, but I'm learning there's a lot of games I haven't played, and so I would like to hear from you guys. Anyway, that's the end of this update. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on some of the games that we're going to be playing and your recommendations on games as well. To the fans of the Skyward Sword playthrough, please don't hate me too much, and please accept my sincere apology to those of you who wanted to see me play through the entire game. But I think as you do watch these next few episodes that come out with Skyward Sword, maybe you'll understand where my heart is in wanting to step back and not play a game that's going to cause me to I don't know, almost stop becoming myself and get too frustrated with something. I really want to create a place that really promotes just a positive outlook on games, and if we're not getting that from the game, I kind of want to pull back from it. So it's gotten me really excited to play Tears of the Kingdom, and even Ocarina of Time as well. So anyway, that poll is going to be going up over the next day, and I'll be curious what you guys have to say about that as well. If you want to check out our lineup of Patreon games, you can do that by going to this link right here. Obviously, we always talk about it. $5 a month will get you early release content, and if you want to get, there's going to be a lot of videos on Patreon, especially coming into December, because I want to keep a lineup of games still hitting the main channel every few days. So the backlog of videos that are going on Patreon is probably going to be rather substantial going into December, just to make sure we have plenty of content coming out on the main channel during the time that I'm gone, so the folks who watch the main channel won't really notice too much of a pause or hiccup in content coming out. But if you want to catch these videos before they come out, make sure to hop on over to Patreon. And for those of you who are on Patreon, don't get too scared by the fact that I'm going to be gone for a couple of weeks. I am going to be working like crazy to make sure you have 2 weeks worth of content to watch as well, which I'm really excited about. Also, hang out with us on Wednesday nights over at Patreon as well. We've been going through Link's Awakening, and we're going to be wrapping that game up pretty soon as well, and then we're going to be playing new games on Wednesday night, which I'm really excited for as well. So make sure to check that out. Special thanks to our current list of patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support and encouragement. I love you so much. If you're out there and you want to join this amazing list of patrons, then make sure to hop on over and get signed up at Patreon today. And don't forget, those exclusive games are coming. We've got a whole library of exclusive games, so make sure to check that out. Sounds like we're going to be starting Heavy Rain at the end of this week, which I'm really excited about. Guys, I love you so much. I really do, you know, and if you've been watching this whole video and just listening to me ramble, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And I totally understand if you didn't watch this video up to this point, because then I just keep rambling and rambling and rambling. The thing is, I forget sometimes that I'm doing a video, and sometimes in my head, it's like I'm just imagining that I'm sitting, we have hamburgers and drinks and French fries, and I'm just hanging out with my friends, and we're out at a restaurant, and I'm sitting across from you, and we're just shooting the breeze. That's how I always approach it. Maybe I approach it too much like that, but I love you guys, and I love the community we have, and I cherish it. And I am so looking forward to wrapping up all of these things that we've been doing, going on vacation, and then coming back and not doing anything else other than this huge lineup I just told you about. I am so excited to make content for you guys, and I am so excited to share these games with you guys and experience them for myself. So with that said, I love you, and I hope that wherever you are safe and you are cared for, and I hope kindness surrounds you, and you're dosing it out yourself. I will talk to you guys soon, but until then, take it easy. It's down white, boy.